It is insanely cross-cooperated, then it is a plan. I'm going to put makeup on myself and take pictures throughout the years and just sit on it for years. That while having this, imaginary life runs parallel to Amber Heard, who plays Mia in the Aquaman movie franchise, has been utterly silent across all of her social media platforms ever since her ex-husband, Johnny Depp, won a lawsuit against her for slandering him. Before she went on an extended break from the photo-sharing website Instagram, there were quite a few pictures of her daughter, Paige Heard, dispersed throughout her profile on the platform. As Johnny Depp fans scrambled to think of a new reason to pin the blame on Amber Heard, they eventually landed on a scenario in which UNIF plays a central role in the events that transpired at the beginning of the month. On August, Heard was seen in a video in Tel Aviv pushing what seemed to be an empty baby stroller. She could not be expecting a child at this time. When Heard went to a bookshop and had lunch with Yves Barlow and another friend, people questioned where one-year-old child was. She was with Barlow and the other friend. The unwed mother, who's 36 years old, Eliza Lohan, stated in a post that she publishes in July 2018 that her child was born on April 8, 2021. Nevertheless, others have questioned the infant's look since that time. Following the publication of images showing an empty stroller, a person on Twitter released an email that purportedly came from an anonymous source alleging that Heard's infant was either a fake or was not actually your own child. Evidence was provided in the form of images of the empty stroller, which were included in the email. According to the email, the sender was able to confirm that Amber Heard was not pregnant. For her Instagram photos, she either borrows a child or rents one. The baby carriage she uses is only a prop to make others feel sorry for her. Even the faces of the infants cannot be lined up consistently throughout all of the photographs. Yes, when he didn't believe me alone, I wanted to move on with my life, and he won't let me. By making statements like this, he won't let me. I have to be here today. I have to be reliving it every single time with these statements, with these deletes, these comments, once again makes me have to speak to the most horrifying things I blew through. It's torture. It's torture. They assert that Heard made a profit off the desirable gene pool of the embryos she sold. If the information in the article is correct, which I have reason to believe it is, according to another tweet, she's willing to go to any means in order to gain sympathy and accomplish what she sets out to do. Many times we've pondered the question of who takes care of the infant while the mother is out dining, shopping, throwing parties or traveling the world. Do her fans accept that she's putting youngsters in her care? Anak could not have grown to be that large so rapidly, as said by a number of users who referred to an Instagram snapshot of Heard working out in her living room while carrying a young child. Despite the fact that Una was apparently only one at the time, the girl in the photo could have been at least 4 years old at the very least. Many of these Depp followers were unaware. The fact that Amber Heard's sister, Winnie Heard, is a mother of the son with hair just like Johnny Depp's, who's also long and blonde. Even after being presented with the evidence, a lot of people continue to harbor doubts concerning Heard's maternal status. You don't just have to do that or move on with my life. I have a baby. I want to move on. I want to move on. I want Tony to move on too. Following the actor's defeat in the highly publicized slander suit, many of the actor's supporters claimed that he had stolen the child in order to garner public sympathy. The actress was accused of doing so despite the fact that she frequently shared images of herself with her daughter Paige on her social media accounts. Even though her children's faces were obscured in the paparazzi images of her daughter, many people saw the actress traveling alone in Tel Aviv with an empty pram. This was the case even if the photos of her kid featured her daughter. The actress and her daughter were photographed together by the paparazzi when they were sighted together in Israel about a month ago. Fans on the internet have noticed that Amber Heard's daughter looks to be a different size in each photo they take together. This leads them to believe that the actress is lying about her daughter's age, as she is only 1 year old. According to a member of the